Okay, my sweet friends. So I had a thought about doing the pods the way we were doing them. And I thought that instead of having to worry about having an answer book, which might make your life a little bit easier, that we could do it a little bit differently, right? So I'm going to go to Post Junopods. We're going to do 15.7. I'm going to go new Junopod, and I'm going to say chapter 15.7, 7th and 8th grade, lesson, new. And I'm going to change this to fill in the blank, graded automatically, except incorrect spelling and punctuation. Okay. So I thought, instead of having to rephrase the questions and go back and forth between the questions and the answer book, what if we just went to the text and picked out the portions that stood out, like anything that was a major part of the text? And we could use the questions as a guide. So we could go to the question and it's talking about when the Civil War began and what were the two opposing parties called. So we can go over here and, okay, here's a paragraph that says the war begins. As the conflict between the king and parliament continued to grow, yada, 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 we could just highlight this paragraph right here. Copy with Command C, click in here, Command V. All right, now we could take this out. We don't need that. And now look, it's all, we didn't have to dictate. We didn't have to try to figure out how to answer the question. We had to go back and forth to the book. Now all we have to do is just highlight the words that we want to pull out. So I am going to say, let's pull out Roundheads. Control X, space, Command V. All right. And I'm going to pull out Cavaliers. Command X, underscore, or space, Command V. I'm going to take out the year, Command X, underscore, and put the year in here. And I'm going to take this out too, because this is all in the book. It's the first paragraph, so they should be able to put these words in the right space. Underscore, and now we can put this in here. So they should be able to do as many words as we pull, right? So now I think what I'm going to do is just bold this, and that's Command B on your keyboard. So now that's about the English Civil War, when it began, what they were called. That's all of the first question. You didn't have to do dictation on any of it, but dictation is cool. So if you want to do that, you can. But this, I think, might be a little faster to do. So I'm going to do new question, and I'm going to look at what the next question is about. Who was the Puritan leader? What were the troops in the New Model Army called? So let's look at the Puritan part of this. Okay, New Model Army. Okay, Cromwell. Very early in the war, Oliver Cromwell built a reputation as a military genius. We're going to take that sentence and copy it over because that's important. Cromwell imposed I'm just going to take the main topic of this paragraph. Command C, and then I'm going to come over here and paste it in. All of this. And paste that in. All right, so now we have a paragraph about that second bit. So I'm going to take out Oliver Cromwell. I have to fill that in. I'm going to fix this little bit where it was a run-on on his what right here. That can go back together. I'm going to take out New Model Army, Command X. And they were called the Ironsides, so Command X. By June 1646, I'm going to take that out. And Parliament, Command X. All right, so we got 6 points in this one. All right. So now I'll do the next question. And the next question was about why did some people who had supported Cromwell change sides? So let's look. On one side stood Cromwell and his Ironsides. On the other stood Scots who invaded England. Some fought Cromwell because they were Presbyterians, but others opposed him. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit. Traditional rights, liberties, Englishmen thought the crown was more of a threat to the rule of law than King Charles had been. Okay. All right, I'm going to get this bit right here. Basically, this is just forcing them to have to go and read the book. And I'm going to copy this. I might take some of this out, but for now, I'm just going to put it all in here. Some fraught. All right, I'm going to put in here in the second half of the Civil War, comma, some fought who because they were Presbyterians, but others opposed him because they were Englishmen and felt that Cromwell was more of a threat to the rule of law in England than King who had been. All right. I'm going to delete that whole second part. We don't need that. Cromwell's what? No, we already asked that question. What the field? Control X. Swept the field by the end of when? The New Model Army had become the master of England. Okay, so that's about this last one, this third one. So let's do this last one, new question, or this fourth one, I should say. So, how do most of the people feel about the execution of the king? King Charles was declared guilty and beheaded before thousands of horrified Englishmen. Control C, Control V, back up here. Take out that hyphen. All right. Was declared guilty, X, and X and V. All right. One more. Number 5. Was Cromwell's Commonwealth really a republic? All right, this whole first paragraph is perfect. Control C, Control V. We're going to do this, take this out. Reclaimed a republic. Control X. Right here. By elected representatives of the people, but England's supposedly Republican Commonwealth actually turned out to be a military, what? Oh, let's do dictatorship. Control X. Under Cromwell. All right. So that is the 5th and last question right here. Okay, so I think that that's a faster way to do it, to just copy sections that correspond, or even if they don't correspond, if you just want to copy and paste sections that you think are important straight from the book in here, and then pull out the words that you think that they need to type in, put your blanks in. I think that that might be faster for you, and it might be less of a back and forth, multi-step thing. So let me know what you think about that. All right, so now we're done with 15.7. So I'm going to click done. And I'm going to go to 15.7, and I'm going to click attach. GenoPod, and I am going to, I think it's still in all of my courses. I haven't copied it over yet, so 15.7. And I'm going to attach it. And I'm going to let students redo it anytime and set it online now. And I'm not going to show them the answers, because the answers are in the book. All they have to do is open up their book and find the answers. And it's going to force them to read the book, right? Instead of just Google it. So, but I'm not going to show it to the students yet because it's for next week. And that would be done. Awesome. So let me know if you think that will work better for you. Just picking out paragraphs and copying them and pasting them into the fill the blank. I feel like it might be faster and less tedious is the word I'm looking for. And you won't have to jump through a bunch of hoops with dictation and matching the question to the answer book. Heck, you wouldn't even need an answer book at all. You can just go straight from the text on the virtual bookshelf. All right, so that's all I have for now, and I hope this helps. See you later.